Let's just jump into it with. We'll start out with them. Clemson is going to play Kentucky in the Gator Bowl on the 29th. That's at 12 o'clock on ESPN.
Which is weird because I don't think it was 12 o'clock last year when we played Notre Dame. I think it was like a 3:30 or 4 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah, it was late. It was later because I know the game finished. It was nighttime.
Yeah,
but you know this bowl game for Clemson is great that they made a bowl game.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where, as a South Carolina fan, we've heard it for years from Clemson fans. It's it's just the Gator Bowl, or y'all only got that bowl. And now this year it was like, oh, y'all aren't even bowling. We got the Gator Bowl. It was like,
Clemson.
Okay, this was meaningless to you last year when South Carolina made it, and now this year it's like this big deal that you made the Gator Bowl.
Clemson fans are the epitome of that saying, moving the goalposts.
Right, exactly.
I told you off air I didn't want to talk about the portal, but God, man, there's this one Clemson site and a couple Clemson fans that all they've done is just mock Beamer. And, like, I'm sorry Clemson sucks at recruiting in the transfer portal.
Yeah.
You know, they get all hyped and excited when they get a guy on campus and they miss out on all of them.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah, and we'll talk about I've got a lot of thoughts on the portal and recruiting and everything, but
yeah. Another episode.
Yeah, we'll wait until after National Signing Day, which is Wednesday. Yeah. We'll probably get into recruiting and portal stuff at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, for sure.
But Clemson versus Kentucky, unfortunately, I think Clemson is the better team here.
I think this is going to be a low-scoring affair.
Yeah. Similar to the South Carolina-Clemson game.
Or similar to South Carolina-Kentucky game.
Yep.
Clemson, I think Clemson wins just on the fact that their defensive front seven is so dang good. And Kentucky's passing game isn't that great. And I think they're going to just try to force Kentucky to pass the ball.
Yeah.
And that's just not their forte on offense. It never has been under Mark Stoops.
Yeah. One thing I haven't seen is any players sitting out for Clemson.
Outside the guys they lost.
They had two. Well, they had a few in the portal, but only two that were major contributors. I mean, a defensive back, pieces. And then Bo Collins, a wide receiver. But other than that, you know, speaking of their front seven, obviously they've got some NFL talent there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if any of them are going to declare for the draft. Or
I think Trotter has.
Is he sitting the bowl game out, or is he playing? Or I hadn't heard anything.
Let's see.
I mean, but like you said, it's two teams that are kind of built on defense. And neither one of them have a powerful offense. But I think that Clemson just does have more talent offensively to get it done. And I think that Clemson's coaching staff is a little bit better than Kentucky's. And you give them almost a month to prepare for this game, they'll figure out something. Because it was the same way with Cade in their bowl game last year when he looked stellar, you know, and everybody was like, oh, we got the guy.
They didn't score. In their bowl game last year. Are you talking about
the ACC championship game? Okay, yeah. So when you give them time to prepare, you know, extra time, I think that I think Clemson's going to win this game.
Yeah, like I said.
I wouldn't say they're going to win at 21 points or anything. No. I'm not even sure what the spread is on this game.
And it could change, obviously, from the time we're recording this.
Yeah, you still got almost 10 days where players could decide to sit out or, you know, injuries, anything, but I think that Clemson's a better team here.
Clemson, Yahoo changed up. The Clemson's a 5.5 point favorite, and over under set at 46.5. Honestly, I think I would take the under in the game.
Yeah,
like I said, it's not. It's going to be very. Honest to God, I think it's going to be very similar to our game against Kentucky and our game against Clemson, where they don't really have much offense.
Yeah, neither team is really
pretty
offense.
Stellar defenses. We'll see. I mean, I don't know.
I'm picking Clemson to win.
I'm picking Clemson too.
Take the under. Take Clemson in the points, but I don't think they're going to win by more than a touchdown.
No, but it wouldn't surprise me if Kentucky wins. Like
no,
this just feels
wouldn't.
like a game. They're coming off their last game of the season. They beat Louisville, who surprisingly was in the ACC championship game. They didn't really have much of an offense. So you just never know with Mark Stoops in Kentucky. They're so like wishy-washy. I won't say inconsistent because they've been consistently good under him.
Yeah.
You just don't know which team's going to show up. Is it the team that straight up manhandled Florida, or is it going to be the team that showed up against South Carolina?
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to take Clemson in this one. But like you said, it wouldn't surprise me if Kentucky won.
Yeah.
Neither team, like you said, is great offensively.
Nope. Yeah, I agree.
If you enjoyed this clip, you can watch full episodes on our YouTube page, or you can click the link here.
Or if you want to watch another clip, you can click the link here.